Hey guys, so it's been a kind of a crazy week with the coronavirus spreading and things going a bit mad, like really mad. Panic buying, schools closing, gyms closing, lots to talk about today. So firstly with us, we got back from Italy not long ago, which was one of the highly infected areas. Basically there's been like 1,000 recorded cases near-ish where we were staying. But 111 called us back because we requested to get a test, just to be, for clean conscience sort of thing. They called us back 3 days later saying they will not test us, there's no need to test us, and that we're free to go outside because basically they set a date, and from beyond that date you're meant to keep yourself inside. If before that date you're fine. So as we flew back on the 8th, the quarantine put into effect on the 9th. So they said, literally, there's no reason for us to stay inside if we don't have to. Amy's workplace still want to play it safe and make sure that none of them get it or whatever, but we haven't shown any symptoms at all. It's been over a week, so it's very unlikely. I mean, it's just a lot of panic and fear from the media, honestly. It's gone a bit absolutely insane. So I've been back at the gym, thank God, training. The few days that we had to train at home, we've had a bunch of home weights we bought, and we've been doing some really intense circuits, which have actually been really good, good for conditioning. I did like a full body weight leg one, and my legs were actually really sore. About an hour long of just lots of pumping, jumping squats, lunges, supersets, combinations. It was actually quite good fun to train a bit differently. So because of the situation with a lot of gyms and that closing all over the place, we are going to be posting some home workouts that you can do that are actually surprisingly effective, and they'll definitely at least help you maintain muscle. But yeah, it's got to the point where like even Body Power has been cancelled, which if you don't know is one of the biggest fitness events. It's held place in the UK up north, which was the contest I was going to do, but financially I couldn't afford tickets to go there and the Airbnb and the travel and everything. So we chose a local one, and it turns out it's the right decision now because they've delayed it to October. So schools may be shut for up to 2 months soon, in the UK that is, which means that's going to affect businesses a lot, because a lot of people have kids. They're not allowed to go to work when their kids are at home, so how's that going to like work? Like Amy's workplace, if the schools are shut, their workplace is going to shut and everyone's going to have to work from home. But a lot of people who just work in retail or regular jobs, if the schools are shut and they've got to look after their kids, how are they going to go into work and make any money? It's become like a really big problem. When we're in Italy, these poor shop owners were desperate for us to go in and buy something because their income has just dropped to zero because of the quarantine. Now obviously definitely zero, and just the fear from the media and that they've just had no tourists come in and buy, so they're really like, they're just hemorrhaging money on rent fees and stuff. And apparently it's gotten so bad, and in some places that you haven't heard of. So my client Chris lives in Manila, and he says he's waiting to get the fuck out of there as soon as possible. They've enacted a curfew, right? So between, I think he said 8 PM and 5 AM, you're not allowed outside. And the police and military in Manila are very serious. They're a kind of police that, there's laws where if you're caught high, it's execution. They've got like a no drugs policy, super strict. So if they put out a curfew, they're gonna stick to that. It's kind of crazy. He says business has been drastically affected. A lot of small business owners have actually committed suicide because their financial situation is so dire, and this is going to go on for months and months more. And some people are suggesting that it could become a seasonal thing as well. So every winter this just crops back up again. And he owns a big business, my client. He's been my longest running client actually. He's having to stop now because his business has been so badly affected by this. He's moving out of the country where his business is set up, and he's going to have to go to Dubai, and he's losing a lot of income. He's going to have to lay some people off just because of this virus. It's actually mad. So yeah, things in the Far East are really bad, clearly. But even in the UK, the panic buying is stupid. Why are people buying toilet roll when it's not an illness that causes you to shit? I have no clue. Also, people just massively panic buying all the food and that. So my friend, he just finished his shift, and he said he went into the shops to try and buy some dinner, and he couldn't get anything. It was all gone by the evening because people are just going in and mass buying everything, panicking that all the shops are going to be closed. The panic buying doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, and it's been quite annoying trying to actually meal prep and all the chicken's fucking gone out of the shelves. But anyway, I'm just doing my own thing at the moment. I'm just really focused on the contest. 7 weeks, I've got a lot of weight still to lose. But yeah, let's just go into some training footage and talk more about that. So today we just got a short back workout for you. I realised I haven't recorded a back workout in quite a long time, and they're one of my favourites to train at the moment. So we begin with lat pull downs. So my workouts at the moment have been a bit shorter. I've been keeping them shorter but more frequent, but making sure I train hard in that short space of time. I am gradually increasing the amount of sets and the amount of exercises I do as I struggle to lose body fat, make my training slightly longer, burn off a few extra calories, also making cardio longer, etc. So rest pause set, which you may have seen me do loads of times before, really good way just to massively overload the muscles, and I always tend to do it on my first exercise, on my big compound sort of based one. So pull downs is a great way. I always pretty much start my back workouts with pull downs. So there's about a 20-second rest between these little bits of footage, and I'm using the same weight pretty much, just to do as many reps as I can each time. And God, it kills. My back's developed really well and leaned out a lot the last few weeks. Probably one of my leanest places, and my body fat goes there first, so I'm really happy with that. Just my midsection that really needs to have a lot come off. So I still need to lose 25-ish pounds in 7 weeks. It's doable. A lot of that's going to be water weight. My coach is pretty confident we can do it, so I'm just working really damn hard at it. Face pulls here, you can see the detail. It's like so much more than there has been before. So this is the back and shoulders combination workout. Short but sweet, and I love training shoulders with back because you really get that extra pump into it and do that extra damage with the heavy rows and things you're doing, along with just, it's just a good combination to do, I find. So I always hit shoulders with back at the moment. I very rarely do shoulders with any sort of other workout. So as you can see here, really high rep ranges for shoulders, quite a bit lower rep ranges for back. Smaller muscles, I tend to do higher rep ranges in general, especially shoulders because I don't want to mess my rotator cuff up. Bigger muscles like the back, we're starting to do a lot heavier stuff. So dumbbell rows here, 50 kilos for me. It isn't that heavy. I've been going a bit lighter, more rep range. Someone actually said that dumbbell rows on a bench can most likely give you a hernia. I've always really enjoyed doing them on the bench because that twisting motion really helps the obliques and the serratus to get worked. And your abs are actually really sore after doing that, but I guess going really heavy, I can see how that twisting motion could damage your abs. So in future I might do it off the rack. Or, but I've always done it this way and I've never had a problem, so just a note there. Then we go into some rear delt flies, again lighter weight, again more reps. I hit rear delts a lot, and that's the only reason they're developed pretty nicely. You have to train them quite frequently, and I always do them at the start of my general shoulder workouts. And they really help give you that roundness to the shoulder. They're quite a big chunk of your shoulder actually, and you see a lot of it from the front as well as from the back, especially when posing, but even just doing a most muscular pose, having those rear delts give you a lot more roundness and fullness from the front. And then we finished off with just a nice back superset. So there really wasn't much involved in today's workout, but it did give me a sore back and my shoulders were pretty sore too. So it's just about how intensely you work sometimes and not just how many sets and reps you do. So every single set I do is pretty much almost a failure or to failure. So this is a great superset combination. I really like it. It's low rope rows. So you're pulling the weight from a lower point, it's hitting the lower lats a lot more. If you were pulling this from the top of the cables, you'd obviously be hitting your traps a hell of a lot more, especially your face pull. Superset with pullovers. I really like pullovers if done properly anyway. I don't see why you'd ever pull over a rope. I find that doing it with this straight bar gets you a way better stretch and contraction. I don't rate the rope. I'd rather get a wide grip on a bar personally. So yeah, this superset's really good just for a pump. And the pullovers I just do for reps to failure pretty much. The low rope rows I'm aiming for like 10 to 12 reps, as heavy as I can. You can see I almost got a max stack. Then into some posing. So you can see my midsection still needs a lot of work, a lot of water and fat on there. But at 7 weeks out, well this is actually 8 weeks out, this video clip, I'm feeling confident that I can look a lot better than that soon. Haven't added any orals yet. Cardio is going to be upped a lot. My calories are still 2,700 a day. So they're probably going to be dropped soon, I imagine by quite a bit, my carbs and that, which means the weight should keep falling off. As I say, I've got 25-ish pounds to lose, which is a lot, because I need to be in the height category of 5'10" to 5'11", so I need to weigh 205 pounds. But I think I keep seeming to get bigger while I'm also dropping fat, so it's like, I'm losing some weight and then gaining some weight and I'm bouncing around at the same sort of weight, so I'm going to see what my coach says about how to progress from here. But I'm expecting a lot more cardio and a lot fewer carbs coming up. Maybe I need some refeeds, I don't know, but currently I have none. But we'll get more to that as well when I get a new planning I'll do a new full day of eating and see what it consists of. But yeah, my legs look a lot better when I'm not wearing shorts, by the way. But yeah, mostly water on my midsection and fat. I still got more to lose. But so far, I'm really happy with my size and my definition and everything. So we're just gonna really work on bringing it all together in the next 7 weeks. I can go full at it. Like, this is basically my full-time job just to get ready for this show. So if people think I can't do it in time, I have literally all the time in the world. So although it's only 7 weeks, I have a lot more time than other people. If it needs to be that I need to do 2 hours of Stairmaster a day, I will go and I will fucking do that if that's what it takes. If I need to do more than that, I will go and do that. So I'm just gonna put in wherever I need to get to that body fat percentage that I really want to get to, just to prove to myself I can do it. And then it's going to help with careers. Hopefully I win and I can qualify for a British Championships, and if I win that, you get a pro card. That's the goal. It's ambitious, but you kind of got to be, otherwise what's the point in even trying, right? So yeah, things are going really great despite amidst all the chaos, and we'll get back to you soon with some home workouts, a lot more stuff coming up. The next 7 weeks is when things get hard, and I'm going to get a lot fucking leaner and hopefully bring out, a crazy shape that can win a contest. Thanks everyone for watching as per usual, and I'll catch you next time.